Are you trying to make Disney World dining reservations, but you don't know where to start? Well, I'm going to show you today how to book them both on the Disney website as well as the My Disney Experience app. And I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know before your day of booking, as well as mistakes that you need to avoid. So let's start with the most important thing you need to know. When can you book Disney dining reservations? Well, at Walt Disney World, the dining reservation window generally opens 60 days in advance, and that's at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. But before your booking window even opens up, there's a few things that you need to be aware of. First, when and how much you can book depends on, are you staying at a Disney resort hotel? If you are, you can begin booking at 60 days before your arrival, as well as up to 10 nights of your stay. So that gives you an advantage if you're staying at a Disney resort. That means you have 10 days ahead of time if you have a long vacation stay than those who are staying off property. If you're staying off property, you can only book these 60 days in advance of each particular day. Now, once you book your trip, one of the things I recommend doing is calculating your booking date and set a reminder so you don't forget. Now, the easiest way to do this is just ask ChatGPT or any other AI for that matter, and that will give you your date that you can start booking. Now, there's a few things you need to do in advance of that day. Here are 6 things that I suggest you have ready. First, make sure you have your My Disney account login all set up. Have your dining date, your correct party size. Make sure you save ahead of time your credit card so that way when you go to set it up, you're prepared, as well as a backup plan for each of your restaurants. Now, have these also listed in order of popularity, and then following that, which ones are most important to you to do. Character meals are very popular, so that's going to be one of the things you may want to plan those to be booked first, as well as some of those signature dining restaurants like California Grill. Another thing to note is that you have to include everybody. Even if you have babies and toddlers, they all count in that party size. Now, if the restaurant is inside a theme park, you must have valid theme park admission in order to be able to dine at that restaurant. A dining reservation does not guarantee you to be able to enter the park. So make sure you get to the park early if it's during the busy season. And one more thing. Make sure you have your Disney resort reservation linked to your My Disney account before you book. That way you get the full booking window. Otherwise, it doesn't know to give you up to 10 nights. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because I'm going to tell you 6 common mistakes that people make and you're going to want to know so you avoid them. On to how to book via the My Disney World website. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I am on the Disney World website and I'm already logged in. So I'm just going to go over to things to do. If you already know where you're going to dine, you can select my reservation or make reservation. If not, you can do all dining and you can view any of the restaurants that are available. Now I selected make reservation. Now it's under check dining availability. I'm going to select a party of 4. It will let you view either a specific day or you can select up to 10 days to view for a restaurant. Now I'm going to pick the 17th of August. As you can see, it highlights multiple dates that I can choose to view. I'm just going to select the one day and you can see that goes away. So hit next. Now you could change this window or you can leave it open. I'm going to leave it open so it'll show me several things. Now I'm going to pick a restaurant over at Magic Kingdom And you can, as you can see, you can show everything, or you can show just Magic Kingdom or Magic Kingdom and the nearby resorts. So I'm going to remove nearby resorts and just view Magic Kingdom. Okay, so it's now searching, and it gives me, since I did not pick a very specific restaurant, it gives me several options. And it also shows you that there's more times available. So, for example, let's go with Cinderella's Royal Table. And as you can see here for dinner, it's a very few. Again, this is a really popular place. So this is going to be one, if you're going to want to do it, have that as one of the first ones on your list to do. So say we choose 230 or 220. So I select that. It's going to ask me how many adults and how many kids. So 2 adults, 2 kids, and then it shows you here the price. Now this one, when you select it, it is going to make you pay the full amount up front. It also will hold the reservation for 10 minutes. So that's one of the things to note when it comes to Cinderella Royal Table. Now, if we go back, we don't want to book that one. So I'm going to select here. Let's go with here. You can see that there is all this availability over at Jungle Navigation Company. So let's go with 505. Good dinner time, right? So you select that. It doesn't ask, because I'm not having to pay this up front. So you will see it doesn't ask me for the number of adults, number of kids, and the number of those under age 3. Now you can add a cake if you want. If you have dietary requests, there's information about that, as well as if you need special seating due to a wheelchair. So here I've got it selected. It says, make sure you check this. Monday, August 17th. That's what I selected. Dinner at 5:05. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to continue. Now, Disney does require you to use a credit card to hold it. The reason being is if you do not show up, you do not cancel within those 2 prior hours, then you are going to have to pay a $10 per person service fee. Now, show up, you have less than 4, you're all good. Somebody still showed up. So you'll input your phone number here. Then you hit next. It will ask for a credit card guarantee. So you'll have your credit card. You can now use Disney gift cards. So that's one thing you can input. Then you'll click next. Then you'll click I have read and agreed to the guest policies. Confirm. Now it's working to complete it. Once it does, it will show you all of your information. Thank you. Your reservation is booked. Sends an email, has your confirmation number, the date, the number of guests, if a dining plan is included, that will all be there. You will also receive that via email. So that is how you book on the Disney website. Next, I'm going to show you how you book on the app. Okay, so now we're on the My Disney Experience app, and I'm going to show you how you go about booking. So you'll be able to scroll down, see all kinds of different things on here, including mobile order on your phone, which is nice. But the easiest way I find to do your dining is going to be hit the plus sign at the bottom, check availability, and then you're going to select the number of people as it tells you, including infants. So 4. Let's go for the 10th. Next. Anytime is fine with me. And I want to go to Disney Springs. Let's see what's available in Disney Springs. Oh, one of my favorites. Let's see. Let's see. Wine Bar George. I love Wine Bar George. If you haven't been there, you need to. 3 p.m. Again, as you can see, it shows you 4 guests for dinner, Monday, August 10th, 3 p.m. Does tell you if you are using the Disney dining plan, it is not accepted here. Continue. You'll see on the screen. So it's going to show the restaurant, my contact information. You'll enter your phone number. Hit next. Billing. Make sure that that is the card or the gift card, whatever you want to use. Hit next. And then it's going to ask you to agree to those terms again. You'll hit confirm. Once it's complete, you'll see the same thing. It's just like doing it online, but it does happen to be, I think, a lot faster if you're doing it on your phone versus the website. But again, if you're booking a lot of places, it is nice to have the big screen. So you can see all your details are here. Confirming your reservation, you got your confirmation number, and again, you will get an email. As you can see, it's really easy to book on both the website and the app. Make sure you sign up for my newsletter. If you do, I will send you a PDF of the 10 must-know dining tips. So now you know how to book on both Disney's website as well as the My Disney Experience app. The question is, which should you use? Now, if you're a beginner, I recommend using the website. The screen is larger, which just makes it easier for you to be able to view all of the times, review all of your details, and manage several reservations. Now, the app is a little bit quicker, and it's nice if you're traveling, you're checking for new availability, maybe you're modifying or canceling a reservation. Honestly, it just depends on whatever you are most comfortable with. A few days before your booking window opens, make sure you sign into the website and or the app. Just make sure your password works, that your resort reservation is linked, and that your credit card information is in there as well. You don't want to wake up on the morning of your reservation and try and get something and realize that you've forgotten your password or your credit card information didn't save, or even you've got a canceled credit card listed. Now, what do you do if things aren't available? Now, I recommend keep checking. Don't give up. People cancel all the time. You can also check by modifying the time, maybe be a little bit more flexible. Maybe you do lunch instead of dinner. Some of those things make it a little bit easier to get the reservation at the restaurant you want. You could also check another day if that's available. If you have a park hopper, maybe you start your morning in Magic Kingdom, but you hop over to Epcot so you can dine at Le Cellier. For certain restaurants, though, Disney availability can be really difficult to get. And because of that, I'm going to say, other than keep checking, one of my favorite things to use is a website as well as an app called Booking Magician. And this, you sign up, you can enter what you're looking for, and what happens as soon as that reservation is canceled and they're aware of it, they immediately send you a notification letting you know that it is now available, which is amazing because it does happen and does give you the availability to try some places you may not be able to get into otherwise. I've used it on several occasions and I absolutely love it. I will have information below in the description as well as a link, but make sure you do mention Dining at Disney as your promo code when you sign up. So if you're going to need to modify or cancel, let me show you how easy that is to do. When you are logged into My Disney Experience, if you go under the tab that says My Plans and Tickets, it's going to show you places you have reservations for. So, for example, this first one, let's say we want to cancel this. Click Cancel Reservation. It's going to ask you if you're sure. Yes, cancel reservation. And then, as you can see, it's gone. So that one's really easy to do. Now, if you need to modify it, you can click Change Reservation. When you click Change Reservation, it gives you a few options. You can change your party size as well as the date. Now, on the calendar, it will show you what is available and what isn't. If it's not available, you will see the little X'd out spot. If it is available, you've got the nice green dot. And that's all you need to do. You can click, say you want to change it to the 17th. This will give you a range. You can click next. Say you want to do 7:45 on that date. You click it and you just go through. Hit continue after you check your details. And you just agree to the terms. Book now. And it saves everything for you. It'll say, thank you, your reservation has been changed. So it's just that easy to either modify or cancel your reservations. Before I get into those mistakes you're going to want to avoid, if you are finding all of this planning a bit overwhelming, which it definitely can be, there's a lot to plan when it comes to Disney. I am more than happy to help you plan your next magical vacation. All you need to do is reach out to me. You'll find my email in the description below. Before you book, here are those 6 mistakes you really want to avoid. First one is forgetting your booking date. Make sure you calculate that 60-day in advance date so that you have it. Another is signing into the wrong account. Often travel plans are connected. You may accidentally log into your spouse's account, and that can lead to some issues. Another is entering the wrong party size. A lot of people forget to include babies and toddlers, but you need to make sure that you do. Regardless of whatever the age is, they all need to be included. Another is assuming the reservation includes park admission. It does not. That is a separate ticket. In order to enter to dine at a restaurant, you have to have valid theme park admission. Mistake number 5, confirming your reservation without checking those details. As I went through, I showed you where the date, the time, make sure you have your party size, as well as the restaurant correct. It's easy to make mistakes, especially when you are trying to book several restaurants at one time. This one is probably the biggest one, and it is waiting too long to book. You need to book as close to that 60-day mark as you can, especially if it's a popular restaurant or you're visiting during peak times or dining during a peak time. You need to prioritize those that are most popular, like character dining, followed by the ones you must have. Everything else, if it's try and have that be as flexible as you can. Knowing how to book is only half the battle. You also need to know which restaurants are actually worth your time and especially your money. So make sure to watch this next video that I have lined up for you. I'm Kristen from Dining at Disney, and bon appetit.